Hey guys, it's Lou again. Um, I've recently been on the internet and I've found no actual guides for building your character's skill points up and their perks. So what I'm going to do, oh fuck off, I'm going to show you guys just how I did it, and hopefully it, it becomes a little bit clearer. I've only hit level 43 the other day. I've taken things not necessarily particularly fast. With the skill points, I pretty much, when you get that Vault-Tec guy coming down and he tells you what you want your perks to be, I just put them into what they were like on Fallout 3, New Vegas, like, better strength, low charisma, because like charisma, what the fuck. So the only game that's actually used it quite importantly. It's actually one of the main things to do, and you can do the game with a charisma build. But basically, with the starting special, you got 21 points, pretty much. And my starting points for it were 4 strength, and the reason being is you get to use blacksmith, you get to use armorer, and you've got melee weapons and you're unarmed, but like they're not really. I put one into that because I've got like a power fist, so I mean like getting that to level 3, dealing that an extra 60% damage, and it's also a furious power fist as well, so more damage, more times it hits an enemy. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, like, sure, if you want to do the big guns, you could, when you get the strength bobblehead, you'll get that. So that's every weapon, if you think about it, like level 2 perception, and your pistols, and automatic. So with the strength bobblehead, I can use it and perfect any weapon mastery. Strong back, not really needed. I mean, like if you use Lone Wanderer, you get 100 anyway. You take 30% less damage. I mean, if you're carrying a lot of heavy weapons, I mean, sure, you could probably get that to 2. Carry, that's an extra, like, 2 extra weapons, maybe 1 if you want to carry a quad missile launcher. Steady aim, like, I mean, like, you're not really going to be spraying and praying, really. Basher, these ones are just like, if you're really interested in that, like, fuck. I just see them as waste perks. Like, you can put so much better shit in. Anyway, moving on, I went to a base stat of 4 for perception, only cause lockpick. I mean, so there you can start unlocking lockpicks and shit. You find the bobblehead, demolition expert. Once again, it's a saber strength. Like, you're not gonna really go past these. The only reason I did was for refractor for level 7, so now I can gain damage resistance from endurance, energy resistance from that. If I put level 3 in each, that's 30 extra. So no matter what really I'm always getting base value. I'm always getting 30% extra, which isn't that bad anyway. I mean, like, it's okay. You could overdo it, sure, if you've got no other perks, but I think 30 in each is quite modest. Then again, sniper, I mean, like, I've thought about it. There's not really much point. I mean, if you max out McCready's loyalty mission, you will get 25% target accuracy in VATS for headshots. I mean, like, I don't think there's actually been a point where I've not had 95%, even from long range. So sniper can be pretty null. Penetrator, I mean, like, why risk it? Why risk aiming through a fucking wall? And even if you can, like, I don't know. There's not really that much cover in the game. I mean, like, you can always just move around and flank them. So concentrated fire, I mean, if you've got a high enough sneak, you're gonna just kill them anyway, one hit. So there's no point aiming for the same body part to get a higher and higher accuracy bonus. I mean, concentrate level, the highest level there, that's kind of good. You get the extra 20% damage. So, but like I said, if you're building a stealth build, you're not gonna need that 20%. With endurance, I think I started with 3. I've not raised anything in that. I mean, that was just so you've got a bit of health, and you don't run out of stamina quite as easily when you're sprinting. So I mean, when I find the endurance bobblehead, I get chem resistant. That's okay, I guess, but it would be better for I think the alcohol one's in science. Oh, who knows? But it's not really that. It's not really that much. I mean, Aquaboy, yeah, you could, or you could just eat a Milo cake, underwater breathing. So, and if you're underwater as well, yeah, you take no longer radiation. Just put a hazmat suit on. Done. Or you could just put one in, I guess. But that's requiring to put another 2 more perks into it just to reach it. So, it's up to you. Well, charisma, I started off at 5. I thought, well, this game is based on charisma. Not based, but it's highly influential that you can use it. So I put it in. There is fair few perks in it. Like I put one in Lone Wanderer. I will put another one in once I've completed all the companion quests. The main ones though were this for your workshop settlements. It's just important, I guess, if you want to have nice settlements and just have like all your shops and that. Make sure you get happiness to 100 or whatever, and cap collector. I mean, yeah, who doesn't want to get shit cheaper? Next one is intelligence, and I've started at 4. I've put 2 points in. I don't think I've got the bobblehead as well actually. So I've only put the 1 point in, and pretty much that was for hacking, level 4 hacking. And then you've got gun nut as well. So if you go back to strength, we've got blacksmith, armorer, and gun nut already. As soon as you leave that vault, you're going to have them skills. The game isn't going to restrict you on what you can and can't make. And it's same with hacking. Like if you always put your first few perks to locksmith and or hacker, preferably locksmith, because there's more things to pick. You're not going to miss anything, like you get to open everything, get more loot, all that, I haven't put any in scrapper because, I mean, like if you pick everything up, not pick everything up, but if you know what is in what, you won't have to scrap any weapons, you won't have to scrap any armor, and then whatever armor you do find, you just sell, make more money. Science, I mean, that's probably my lowest one out of all. Oh no, my lowest one is in blacksmith, but I'm not really big on energy weapons. The science was more for particular scopes and that. Now, in my opinion, the most important stat in the game is agility, and it's quite funny because I only started at 3 agility just to get to sneak, and I got it to 3 sneak quite early on. Actually, what is it when you need 3? There you are, level 12. Every time I leveled up, I put one into sneak whenever I was available. So level 5 sneak, level 12 sneak, level 23 put one in sneak. Pretty much it gets very hard for the enemies to detect you at level 4 sneak. And I mean, like with a silencer and a long range weapon, I mean, like the enemies are just going to have a hard time hitting you and a hard time doing anything about it. I did put some points in gunslinger. Mainly because I think the deliverer is semi-automatic, so that will benefit from that. Also, I use a Magnum. That's like my sidearm in the game, the Magnum Revolver 44. So that is quite good. And speaking of other damage perks, Rifleman, like that. When I hit level 46, I mean, I'm going to put my next point. It's definitely going into that, and when. That's a massive damage boost, especially with a sniper rifle. Like you can literally clean up anything. You can clean anything from long distance. I mean, I'm using the Overseer's Guardian with a silencer, and it's dropping everything. Drops super mutants 1 hit. The Deathclaw in this room actually, I killed. It was legendary Deathclaw. I killed it with 3 bullets, like without even being hit, and I was over encumbered. So, it just becomes ridiculously powerful with all the benefits. And speaking of benefits, like Mr. Sandman, I never picked Mr. Sandman on the early games, only because like it only instantly kill a sleeping person, but you can just put a bullet in him. But on this you get like the extra 15% sneak damage with a silenced weapon, then an extra 30, then 50. So like if you put that up, let's say after you find the bobblehead, I've actually not found the agility bobblehead. It's down in the bottom of the map, and I've not been there yet. But so say you find your bobblehead, that's 4. You can put 2 points in that, action point. That's not bad. I mean, like, if you've not got the armor required, you know, the special armor to regenerate action points quicker, that's not a bad one to have. I mean, 50%. I mean, you could sprint better, so it has its benefits from picking that perk. I've just not picked it yet. I'm trying to get to ninja. I'll explain that in a minute. And with moving target, I'm not putting any in that. I mean, like, it's not that I'm always standing still, but I'm not sprinting to run away from the enemies. I will duck and cover, and you know. But that's it's okay. I mean, sprinting costs 50% fewer, but it depends on your build, I guess. Now, ninja probably this in conjunction with Mr. Sandman, Gunslinger, and or Rifleman is the 4-piece combo. Like, I mean, if you read it, it just says it how ridiculously awesome it is. Range sneak attacks do 2.5 extra damage, and sneak attacks, melee sneak attacks, deal 4%. And then, like, the last level is 3.5 and 10. I mean, 3.5 on top of 50%, and then on top of the 100% boost of that, plus whatever damage your bullets do already, you're gonna just kill everything. And plus, Rifleman ignores 30% of the target's armor. So I mean, you're pretty much armor piercing as well. So you don't need to use an armor piercing mod. And to me, that's just ridiculous. I mean, if I'm thinking about putting a perk into that, when I find the bobblehead, I will be at quick hands. So I mean, like, nothing wrong with reloading your guns quicker. It can be a burden sometimes when you're reloading slowly. And yeah, with luck as well as the last one in the last special, I automatically left it at 5. I've not put anything in it, but I mean, like, in every game, even like every Bethesda game, always keep your luck at 5. Even Oblivion, like, I just kept it at 5. There's no point not having the game against you. And a lot of people say Idiot Savant for leveling up. Idiot Savant's one of those, like, perks where it makes your game shorter, and it's a waste of a perk if you think about it. I mean, like, you could put so much other stuff into that. I don't know why people would be like, oh yeah, you can finish the game quicker, you can get level up quicker and that, but like, if you think about it, wouldn't you rather put one into gun nut or dealing more damage or sneaking or, you know, whatever, or charisma or whatever you're doing, whatever your gameplay is? I think you much benefit putting something else into it other than Idiot Savant. Bloody Mess, I mean, yeah, it's great. 15% extra damage, and then, like, you know, a blood explosion, if you would, from that at level 4. I mean, I don't know if you kill an enemy and they explode, a full health enemy may explode. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely, I've always enjoyed Bloody Mess, but I've not picked it on this game yet. I've actually not found the need to actually have, you know, for that 5% or the 10% or the 15%, when, like, putting into a gun perk, you get an extra 20. So I don't see the point of just, you know, struggling to, why put one in 5 or 10% when you can just get 20% instantly. Fortune Finder, I mean, like, if you're not a shit cunt, you're not going to run out of caps. You're always going to find caps. So fuck. I don't see the point in that. Scrounger, depends how accurate you are, really. If, you know, or like for particular weapons, like I was talking to a friend at work, and he said, yeah, he put a few points into that, and the amount of 50 cal ammo and 44s and 45s he was finding was just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it really does boost your chance of finding good stuff. But I think the higher level you are as well, you do get more ammo as well. So that's what I've got so far. I mean, like, I don't think I've found a luck bobblehead. I mean, for better criticals, like, that is probably what I may go for. There's a few down here as well. Like, there's a few funny, you know, gimmicky perks as well. But, you know, in regards to starting the game, you know, it was quite simple. It wasn't like any high-end shit. It was literally, you know, it was 4 strength, 4 perception, 3 endurance, 5 charisma, 4 intelligence, 3 agility, and 5 luck. With my